Things has been sold for a lot of money. As we already know, the usual items of sponsorship have a bad history or have been rumored to be related to a scary faith no one is willing to touch or buy. A wide variety of online sites have been selling scary things, which have already been mentioned in horror stories and stories. And some are worth millions, even daring heroes on acquisition. Therefore, to monitor whether all what's scary and have been sold, including 10. Blood-based painting. It is called The Anguished Man, originally from Northern England. The owner of the painting, Sean Robinson, said that the painting was originally owned by his grandmother, which had been stored for 25 years and had strange things going on inside the house. The shadow of a man, a strange voice, a noise, and a cry. His grandmother also told that the painting was painted by a man mixed with his own blood to paint the painting and then committed suicide after the pair left. It's a monster, but he and his family don't really believe or care about it. After the death of Sean's grandmother, he kept the painting in the basement, and strange stories and screams came as his grandmother had told. It was later learned that the painting had gone on sale for over $1,900 and had been bought out, but did not know it was in the hands of anyone. 9. The horror-themed doll. It has gone on sale on the internet and is known as the spirit of a 20-year-old woman named Diana, and the doll has been named after it. The doll has the spirit of a woman going out every night and making some noise. And, according to the owner, for sale, it says that Diana never mistreated the family members she was living with because she thought they were her family. Your wish if someone has hurt you or made something wrong for you, but she never killed anyone, just that she can cause pain or fear. Only one person is very strong. Diana is an attractive porcelain doll and you can buy it, but you have to be brave and have to pay a fair price. The toy was sold for more than $1,250. 8. Annabelle. This Annabelle doll is very famous in many horror films. But in reality, it was just a doll that was designed to be different from the real Annabelle, with the actual doll being kept in a safe place because it could cause problems or scare around. However, the new Annabelle doll still looks so scary that no one wants to buy it into the house. It is like a real Annabelle doll spirit is out to scare her that represents so well. And this doll has been sold for over $2,500, but who would dare to buy it? 7. Old pot of pottery. This old pot of pottery was owned by Ed Gein, who became known as the raw killer and psychologist of the 1950s, killing many people and removing body parts, like leather to make clothes, furniture and many household items. But no one can find out where Ed left to make the pieces. Ed Gein's story has been used by Hollywood blockbuster companies for horror films like The Texas Chainsaw Massacre and The Silence of the Lambs, but Ed's pots have not been mentioned or taken. In those movies, Zach Baggins was bought by a woman who used the flour for $2,800 to buy and decorate in the house, thinking it was okay. But who knows, after buying the pot, that many horror stories haunt him forever. 6. Black Orlov Diamond. It last known in 2006, the price was $352,000, and the price can continue to grow by about $1 million, although this diamond is the most expensive. There was a dark history and a curse, however. This firstborn gem originated in India, and it is rumored that the gem was a fragment. The eyes of the statue of the Hindu Brahma was stolen. Later, the owners of these gems often encountered strange things, including unreasonable suicide, but the stone was reclaimed and recycled in the 1950s, believing it to be a perfect excuse. Previously, however, the story and history of this gem is still being talked about in horror. 5. The Kevorkian truck. It was named Death Bus because in 1968 it was used by Captain Jack Kevorkian to kill about 130 patients. It is said that Dr. Kevorkian understands that the way he killed the patient was a suicide attempt, with patients suffering from chronic illnesses and incurable diseases, and the end of pain. After Dr. was arrested for murder, a car was Zak Bagans acquired for display in a museum of strange and scary. Zak Bagans likes that stuff and always pays a lot for it, and he bought it for $32,500. 4. Picture of a crying artist. This is a picture of a crying artist by an Italian artist who is involved in a series of stories. And some of the houses that kept the paintings were completely destroyed, except the paintings were never burned. Strange as it is, there is some research and suspicion, with some speculating that the painting could be covered with something that would prevent burning. Despite the horror and suspicion, it has been priced at over $5,000. 3. Michael Jackson Chair. This chair belongs to the pop music giant Michael Jackson, taken from the room of Michael Jackson's body doctor, where Michael Jackson died. Or not worth the show in the house anyway, but with the name of Michael Jackson, it was bought for $15,000. 2. The Bassano. The Bassano is an ancient Italian pot, though it may look extraordinary, but it does not mean that there are no tragic stories behind it. Carved from the silver was given to an Italian bride as a gift on the 15th century wedding. But just before the wedding day, one night, the bride was found dead for no reason, and her hand held the pot, which later involved several mysterious deaths, which is indescribable. And in the 1980s, this one was sold for $2,500 at the time, and so far it's likely to rise. 1. The Hands Resist Him. It was painted by Bill Stoneham in 1974, and it was the cheapest painting for just over $1. One woman told her father that she saw the boy arguing. But the father did not say anything and embedded a camera tracking the picture to confirm that the story the girl had seen was mere fantasy. Whoever knows that he saw the unusual activity of the painting, and even saw the child come out of the painting later learned that the painting was involved in a number of unusual things and stories. Weird spirits too. Other people said that when they saw the picture on sale on the internet, something strange happened in their home.